Hello, fellow humans, this is M Squad 1! Today, I am back on my Let's Play world. I know, shocking. Me on my Let's Play world. I'm gonna put my helmet back on. I've been doing quite a bit of work, as you guys can see. We got a tunnel built out here, and a tunnel coming from over there. Let's go ahead and head over there. We're gonna go on this rickety little tunnel, or I guess a bunch of blocks. This is the way that I'm making the tunnels now, by putting this stuff first, because it just makes it a lot easier later on. And of course, this one goes straight to Green Hub. That's right, I'm working on Northeast Hub. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Wow, I did not see that coming. So Northeast Hub, and it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. And I like working with the green again. This honestly is my favorite of the hub designs, the green. Ooh, it's so pretty. I don't know what I'll think of the blue hub. I mean, it's kind of the afterthought, even though it's the first one. I do like the blue and white, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyway, we are here. We are on my Let's Play world, and this is my first time recording on this new desk. Hopefully, it means I'm doing better. One thing I can hear, though, is there's a slight echo from my guitars and kind of from the room, so I'll need some sound foam, which isn't too expensive, but it's just something I need. See, this is what I mean by the blue. Like, I don't know. And then the red, the yellow, and of course the green. I just love this design. It's just so cool. I don't know if I've shown you. Actually, I know I have not shown you. But if we run this way, since last episode, okay? Since last episode where we did the tour, I have completely and totally built Red Hub, aka South Hub. Like, completely. It's kind of crazy. I completely built it. I also messed up because I accidentally dug out too much over here. So, there's a lot that's been dug out here, so, you know, if I ever wanted to put anything out there, I can. Let me go ahead and show you where this ends up. So let's just go through this portal. This is where it ends up. Okay, you might not recognize this place because I don't know if I've ever shown you. This is the ocean, and this over here, this is how it spawns. That's the very bottom of the giant island that my map is on. So about 800 blocks that way is my, you know, Mikasa, which is super cool because, let me get through the portal so it's not as loud. That's super cool because, I don't know why it's super cool, it just is. I'm considering going on Amidst and kind of mapping out where all the portals would be for this nether hub, because it would be a 3x3 grid of 100 or 800 blocks in between them, which is pretty cool. Or maybe just over, maybe like 900, somewhere around there. I actually think it would be 900. So it's pretty sweet. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and go through. I'm going to show you something pretty cool that I've designed. So as you guys know, in Minecraft 1.9, there are the new elytras. And I'm going to go ahead and put mine on. And you can't see it. What? That's because I designed my own elytra. I'm going to wait till we get up here so I can show it off. It's going to be a little hard because you can't show yourself from above, which I wish you could, so you could see yourself. Like if you did the double F5, you could see yourself while you're flying and see your wings and stuff. But kind of my thought on this is, if you guys have seen my skin, it is a pilot looking thing. And what that actually is kind of a little, I don't know, kind of a mini story that I wrote one time. I'm considering turning it into a book someday about a pilot who is a cyborg. Either a cyborg or robot, I can't remember. And, oh yeah, it was a robot pilot who, it's kind of like, you know, sometimes robots develop feelings. It's kind of that. And so, no, it was a cyborg. And he's a pilot. He's a captain, hence the yellow stripes. And so this is kind of just based off of that uniform. So let's go ahead and as you can see, let's just take everything off. See? Let's go to 9. So I kind of have that. My arm is like, it has a blaster thing and has the helmet. And I have 2 yellow stripes, which I'm kind of symboling as captain for my fighter squadron. And so that is what it is. Now I'm going to jump off and go into F5 and show you I kind of designed the wings off of kind of like my uniform. Now it's just a prototype and they have the yellow stripes on them like my uniform, which is pretty cool. And yeah. So that's what's going on with those. If you guys are ever wondering why my elytra is different, that's why. Here. Yeah. And so I actually need to repair it soon. So we're going to go ahead and do that actually. But what are we going to do on this episode? That's probably the question going through your mind. You're like, M Squad 1, you've been talking forever. What are we going to do? Well, I'm about to tell you. So, where do I keep my leather? Leather. I have to go find my leather. We are going to be working here in Spawn. And there's one kind of white elephant around here that needs to come down in order for us to make a really big project. I'm starting this video Monday. I'm starting this Monday. So I have Tuesday night and Wednesday night and tonight, and it's only 8:30, so I have like 2.5 hours before I can stop recording, and then I can build until I feel like stopping to build. We have all that time, so really about, I don't know, 10 hours just to build for this episode alone. So we're going to use it. Where's my leather? Leather. I'll get the leather in a minute. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to have a new place for the beacon. Eventually, I want to have 5 beacons right in the center. What we're going to do is we're going to build a giant circle. I am going to push this back far enough so we could have this granite square. At least we'll build a road all the way around the granite square. But we're going to be tearing this down, sadly. I'm going to miss that. And we're going to be covering this up. So we'll take all the useful resources out of this. It'll be kind of a ghost town. It's been a good sugarcane farm. We're just going to strip this completely. Take all the anvils and don't really need these. This, you know what I'm saying. Pretty much everything. And so that's what we're going to do today. And then we're going to build the circle. And if you don't know what the circle is, go back to my Hobo Nation series and kind of watch the videos, and you'll see a giant circle that I built, and we're kind of doing something like that. I really enjoyed how it looked, kind of a main hub for the world. We're going to have the nether portal in the middle, which or maybe not the middle, it might be on the 4 corners, or on one of the corners, but it's going to be somewhere near the middle. And it's going to be pretty sweet. So, we're going to go ahead and start. And I'll see you guys in a second. When I'm ready to start building. I'm going to start tearing this down. Oh, actually, I'll just start pushing this wall back. Alright, so I've done some work on this. And I've decided, what would be really cool? If we do like with what is going on with modern cities. Let me kind of show you. So, over here, for those of you who haven't been in this series too long, let me show you what is right about here. Okay, this is what I call the world underground. Okay, this is a farm we built in like one of the first episodes, and we left the ruins here. Kind of left some of these ruins, some old tracks, some torches, just stuff like that. So I think it'd be cool if we started building ruins. Or not building ruins, just keeping ruins is more like it. As you can see, there's like some these are my old mines, and if I were to be in survival, which I'm not, sorry for survival lovers, I'm not in survival, which down here, if I just keep going, we're going to try this actually. We're going to see if we can get to there, because I used to have a mine way down here. This is kind of an excavate. There it is! You see, this used to be here, but then a chunk malfunction made it so that I kind of hard to explain, but yeah, it kind of corrupted all my chunks. And so this used to be my mine. We're going to come down here and see what's going on. So this was the mine. Oh man, I haven't been here in years. But do you see what I'm saying? These are ruins of like over a year ago since I've been here. And they're just sitting here below the world. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be building, turning things into ruins. So with that old stuff down there, those are just going to turn to ruins. We'll keep as much as we can down there. If we need to break it because we're mining, we'll break it. We're not going to break the full thing though. Just break what we need. And kind of strip it of anything valuable. Kind of like what happens with my other things. Like these hoppers. Oh yeah, I guess those are important. Those hoppers just go straight through these ruins. Because they don't care. And so, if you see what I'm talking about, then that's awesome. If you don't, I'm sorry. You don't see my vision. And that's fine. But I think you will eventually. So if we go through here, we can get to this. Which is now ruins. And I think we'll probably go ahead and take most of this sugarcane. Let's get this. And we'll just start transporting this. We can break this for now. We'll just bring this over here. And so I'm going to do this part off camera, but we're just going to move all this sugarcane over here. And it'll be pretty sweet. So I'm going to do this real quick, and then we'll continue. Alright, so this is what it kind of looks like when it's stripped. Some water actually came down into here, which I think is pretty cool. And so this is our project next. I think I'm just going to dig up all the dirt, because then all of this will fall. And we'll use some sponges just to kind of get rid of the water. I don't know if I thought this out the best, but this is what's happening. So, yeah. And, yeah. So, it's kind of sad to see this go, because this has been here for a long time, but don't worry, we will be creating a new sugarcane farm, probably in the New World. This will give us a lot of pistons to work with, which will be great. And so, we need to do some strategic stuff, because I don't want to lose all this redstone, but just look at how much is gone already. It's kind of crazy. This will be fun. So I'm actually going to be destroying this off camera, because I don't want to have to deal with completely on camera work. So I'm going to destroy this, and we'll get work on this middle part. Alright, so I'm over here by South Hub. I don't need that much. Let's just get you and you and you and you and you. Because I'm over here just for one reason. That is, I need to get some stuff so that I can tear down the building. Oh, I got the hiccups. Now you're probably wondering, M-Squad, why do you need stuff to tear it down? Well, let me tell you. On the top of the building, if you didn't know, there are a bunch of villagers. And I don't want to lose all my villagers. Just saying. Because, you know, they're kind of valuable. And I know I can get them from plenty of other places. My 1.8 base has... Why am I going through this portal? Why? Oh, yeah, I'm here. It has... I mean, I can get villagers from so many places. I don't care. I need these villagers. These ones right here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to be taking them from over there and putting them into this. Let me show you what it is. It's pretty much just a water stream flowing into the center, so they'll all stay in the center, cover it up, and everything's good. Since it's all water, there's no chance of mobs spawning, so we don't have to worry. Not that I was going to, because merely I'm just doing this as a formality. If they accidentally die, I don't lose much, because I haven't done anything with all these guys, and there's not that many of them. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're gonna end up going down a block, I think. I'm going to try to use water for this. And just water. And we're going to build the walls too high, I think. Yeah. So. And I don't want to put much thought into this, guys. This is pretty much just, okay, I got to get the villagers from up here to in there. It's downhill. It's not too hard. Don't want to move them one at a time. I want to move them, all of them at once. So it's going to have to do. So then we have this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to go down another one. And we're going to remove all this netherrack eventually. Because we need it would be ugly. Ugly! So now I'm going to go ahead and build this, and I'll show you how it works. You know, there's one thing I know about villagers, and that is I know they love to be annoying. You know what the best way to combat annoying things is? To out-annoy them. Yes, you're correct. We're going to do this. And, oh. No. No. Meh. Yeah. Okay. So, we're just going to start pushing these guys into there. And there's nothing they can do about it. We're not going to let them go. And now we're going to go take a screenshot of them falling into here. Because this is such a beautiful sight. Such a beautiful, beautiful picture. I mean, look at this. Oh, look at that guy. He's about to fall in. Oh, look at this. It's so beautiful. They can't do anything. Oh, you guys don't want to go in? Oh, sorry. And we're just going to push all of them through. All of them. Oh, this is so much fun. Just moving all these villagers. I honestly think that this is probably the most efficient way to move villagers, because it doesn't take much time to set up, and only a few of them get stuck. That's easily fixable with a simple picking up water and replacing it somewhere else, and then placing it again. Now you all need to move. Okay, that's just how it is. We're going to place this water right here, and they're all going to get pushed that way. No. There we go. We're going to push them all this way, and we're going to push every one of them through here. No, I want in here. I want in here. Go, move. Start moving. Yeah, yeah. This kind of feels cruel to push them like that, push them around, but not really. And I block this off so that they can't get out. I do that, and then I start pushing them where I need them to go. Well, that is the last of them, and I must say, it is quite a sight to see all these villagers just kind of in one place, not able to move, not able to do anything. Look at this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Now we're going to start tearing down. Back to work, guys. Oh, did you see that? I've been trying to figure out how to do that. Where, like, you can just from the ground jump and kind of get a boost from your elytra. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to get back to work. Alright, so we are back. Not much has changed. Just kidding. Actually, pretty much everything has changed. We've gone ahead and we put in the new beacon. We built the circle. And I actually had a clip that, of course, being me, you know, it didn't really work. So I just wanted to show, kind of as proof of concept, all of the things that we salvaged from the underground. Look, all this stuff. I mean, actually, these chests are mostly from tearing everything out from there. But look at all this. This, like, I mean, of course, there's a lot of sugarcane. But it's kind of cool just to see the random assortment of blocks. A wither skull. Of course, that was from thing. Just from tearing stuff out. Now, I think that alone proves my point. But just to prove it a little more, we're going to do something. Now, I'm not going into creative, guys. I'm going to click open to LAN. Turn cheats on. Start LAN world. X. Game mode 3. You see that 3? You know what that means? That means spectator mode. Just look at this. Kind of all the forgotten stuff. Now I'll tell you, right now in this world, I have only one thing that's underground that I'm actually using. And that is this. I'm using this right here, and it's pretty cool. All this redstone. But what about all of this? These little crevices, all these things, all these tunnels. All of this is forgotten. Well, sort of. I mean, I know it's here. But I'm calling it the Forgotten Land. And it goes so far. And this giant slime farm attempt, I remember this. I actually went in today and took a bunch of materials that I had just sitting around over here. And all this area, this cave system that I was lost in, which I don't get nowadays, how you could get lost in caves. But back then, that was a big deal. This tunnel, like I showed earlier. What else? We got this area. Just the Forgotten Land is so cool. And I kind of want to go and see, and now this. I mean, I've stripped this part pretty clean. I even put the beacon in right here. But some water's flowing down, and that ice right there. Someday I might just remove it layer by layer so you could see everything in all the layers. That might be pretty interesting. But yeah, this area, how it's still kind of built, but not really. I think that's cool. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to show you. I'm going to go back into survival now. I'm not going to leave this world yet. Usually after I do that, I leave the world just because I don't like having, you changed your game mode in the chat. But I'm not going to do it because usually if I go around in spectator mode, it crashes my game and I have to restart the computer just to close the game. That's a weird Linux thing. So now what I'm going to be doing is going around, and on top of all this andesite, I'm going to be putting some half slabs. Okay, then in here, we're going to put some bushes, and then outside we'll have some trees. And it'll be pretty cool. So I'm going to get to work on that, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so we've got back to work. We've done some. As you can see, the circle is actually pretty much done. And I'm sorry for that. I kind of forgot that I was recording this. And so this is what I've done. I've got all this grass. This sapling still needs to grow. I'm probably going to tear down that tree because it's a big tree and I don't want a big tree, even though it's like the world's smallest big tree. But this is what we got going for us. And actually what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be done building for today. I'm actually going to go through my nether portal, which if you were wondering, this is where I moved it to. Okay? We have the enchanting room in there. And so what I'd like to kind of show you is a proof of concept, because this is the next day from when I last recorded, and I had a lot of time to think about it, what I want to do with that underground, because it's a cool place. So what I've decided is I'm going to do a 5-episode, probably, I might do more than 5, but I'll start with 5-episode mini-series on a copy of this map, where I will go down there with no tools at all. We'll survive down there. Now that's what it looks like from up here. We're going to do a kind of a flying view so we can show you guys. I mean, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. And so, yeah. I love these elytra things. So, we're going to do a kind of a 5-episode miniseries. We're just going to start by clearing the inventory, not having anything with us, not even armor. Then we're going to go down there. Now you're probably thinking, oh, you'll not get that far. Actually, I think I will. And here's why. Let me go down here. Where'd my underground go? I guess this isn't where the underground is. Alright. I think that's natural world. Right here? What? Where's the underground? There we go. Okay. So here in the underground, as you can see, we have this tree right here. This tree has leaves. You know what leaves drop? Saplings. Boom. Wood. Okay. Now since I'm copying the map, I can come over here, just drop a block right there so that I wouldn't see the sunlight. All the iron I could ever need. Boom. Then we got all these hoppers. and really, it would just be trying to survive for 5 episodes. We'd have plenty of hoppers. We could go over to the storage system, and we could just take a bunch of the redstone from in there. We already have 1 piston from the old item silo, and we would survive. And so it would be kind of a gearing up thing. I want to see how far I can get in just 5 episodes. It's not really oh, I'm trying to kill the Ender Dragon. I already did that on this map. I'm not trying to kill a Wither because I'm not going to the Nether. And so that's what we're going to be doing. I figure I can do it because this beacon is there, so I'll have that. But I will be moving the beacon in the map. Like, I'll move it. And I've figured out some ways to do that. But yeah, I just love how this looks with all the trees. And let's come back over here. And just look at that. That just looks beautiful. I love it. So that's kind of what's going on. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I mean, we did a lot of work, mostly off camera, but I'm sorry for that. I had a lot of fun making this though, and all these have glowstone under them. There's 4 pieces of glowstone per quarter. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please hit a thumbs up. If you didn't, then hit the other button, I guess. It helps us out either way, or helps me out. And either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a very nice day. See ya. Bye. Let me look at my tail.